But a funny thing has happened in frame 7, the very next one. Let me show you this. Now, Stephen Maguire's snookered here. He's had a couple of cracks at this already without success. And just check what happens here. He's trying to hit a red. He's having a good look at this. So for the third time, off he goes.
Foul.
Foul on the pink. And poor old Jan Verhaas, the referee, Peter Lyne says, could you put the balls back, please?
Help.
That's all be going on in this frame. He's bought it the black. And now he's snookered himself. You've had a fluke from Michael White. Somebody said something and Mark wanted to throw the cue at them. Only jokingly, of course.
Good snooker, isn't it?
It's an excellent snooker. You do well to get out of it.
Very fortunate there. Well, ridiculously fortunate.
Red.
Yeah. Michael Olds just said red. And he's missed it.
Foul and miss. Joe Perry.
Tough snooker to get out of that, Michael. This blue, I think he might just be playing in behind the blue. And this is just about unhittable. He's going to have to play the jaws of the pocket and try and come up. It's, you know, you can't hit it. It's impossible to hit a red from here. Don't look at us for the line, the line on the screen, Stephen. We're not going to put one up for this one. He's got to go into the jaws of the left-hand pocket and hope he comes up and hits the red on the left-hand side.
Well, is there a gap between the brown and blue? Well, dear me. Nothing wrong with his eyesight. Stephen can't believe he found a gap.
You can see the reaction from good friends, these boys who went from the table.
He needed to go into them a bit harder than that. The red was there as a bit of insurance, and he thought, well, I'm bound to finish on that one, and as I say, a little bit more pace, and he wouldn't have stuck there.
It's touching both balls.
You can't believe it. It's touching. It's touching both balls, Jan Verhaas said.
Well, that's the hardest I've ever heard Graham Dott stamp in his career.
96.
"12 reds, 12 blacks, 2 more red blacks. Shouldn't be too much of a problem.
It was the Mighty Mouse.
And he's in a quandary here, Matthew Stevens. I'm just wondering whether it's the old double H shot here, hit and hope.
Foul and a miss.
Well, that's
Apple
amazing,
faithful.
isn't it? I mean, that is incredible. And I think he's going to have to take the miss. I don't think there's an easy red on.
Well, I thought he'd covered the escape to the left-hand red anyway.
Marco can't believe it. And it's a little bit risky, that red in the middle, because, I mean, if he's going to play at 100 mile an hour again, he's going to be very lucky to get away with it.
I'll tell you what, he's looking at the potting angle. If he pots this from where that cue ball is, I'll buy you a drink, Willie.
Come on, Matthew.
Settle down, please. Thank you. Time jobs.
Matthew just looked up at us in the comedy box and said, "Are you telling jokes?" So.
Important now that, in the context of this match, that Mark makes the most of this opportunity.
And there again, you can see the vent is open now, and there's sunlight coming through, so that's going to affect play. I don't know what is going on with that thing.
Oh, I can see it, yeah. Just above the rigging.
Well, before it opened and closed, and now it's just decided to stay open, so...
Oh, it needs sorting out. He's just checking John hasn't got the switch for it. Good line, son. Good line.
Well, there's two of them now.
Oh, they closed again. They've just closed again. And I was looking at John Higgins. He hasn't got the switch.
Now the ice cream van's turned up.
Well, you can laugh,
find
but
out
this
who's turning
is,
it off, please?
yes. You know, he should always remember to set your mobile phone. He said it's for you. Is it for you, John?
Oh, what a shot.
Mark King quite loudly said to the crowd, "Oh, great shot."
Well, just what you need.
13.
A nice smelly sock by your ear. Trying to avoid leaving the first chance for his opponent to skim the cue ball away to baulk.
So we just say re-rack. I don't think so.
Yeah, good break from a red that was only really a half chance, Dennis, wasn't it? That cut into the middle, up and down the table, got onto a ball colour. He seems to be happy with himself. He's doing a Mark King.
Well, this is something to do now. A little bit of music in between frames, which they never used to do, and he's having a little... Well, they're both dancing now. I think they're auditioning for Strictly, Ken.
It's nice to see, isn't it? Two players having a laugh. We get the referee to do a dance now, and they can all join in.
Oh, I don't want to see Arian dancing. I think the two boys get out. We don't want. Well, this will have to be absolutely spot on. He needed the thinnest of snicks.
Foulness.
It's finished virtually where he was striking from. Smiles all around the crucible. I mean, oh, sorry, it was just a very good, Terry Camilleri. Very good from our referee there.